everybody. Let's settle in on Tuesday. What's going on? Great to see everybody. And getting a little late start. Had a couple issues, but that's not what we want. That's what we want. Um, so thanks for your patience. And let's just get right to the business. Listen, everybody that's come in, a lot of requests for the webinar, and you can access that by DMing me on Discord. I'll give you guys that link in a second. And then all the software requests are simply served through sending your TradingView username to hpc@sr-analyst.com. Get that 14-day free trial. And then the other stuff, basic sign up, especially new people. Please go through all of the free material first. And that's everything from books to webinars, software trials. You can try them all. And then even cheat sheets. Check out the cheat sheets. And the webinar last Friday, a week ago Friday, really great, and had a ton more people actually watch that on the recording. So that's a private link, but you can get it through me on the Discord. 1 second. So let's dig in on NASDAQ, guys. Here we are. First day of April. No April Fools today. Okay, just except for maybe crypto. And we want to look at what's happened since yesterday because they threw it out. Took out the low from last week, or actually even March. And are they trying to do a flush here against the crab pattern, the bat pattern? I mean, 19,480, that's the number. You have to close above that today if anything's going to get going from here. But I think everything we're looking at now is really starting to point to this longer term story about weekly and what's going to happen against these weekly patterns. That's NASDAQ futures, E-mini on a weekly chart. We are trying to do an inflection to get out of the zone. So another reason why a bullish candle is so important this week. This thing is taking forever. I mean, this retracement it does seem like it's taking forever. So it might be, sitting here another week until that's fully out, like next Friday. And that's still, we always said April 9th, but you need to get out, guys. And then I won't even start about what it's going to take to get above the 50 level. I just want to end the current retracement. And we're back here on the edge, actually. I would have to say that we were here 2 weeks ago. We took out those lows, we bounced. Okay, so we're back here on the edge. I mean, you need to do something this week if you want to. If it's a bearish candle this week by Friday, we'll have to see where we are Thursday. There's only one objective, that's target 117.8 at this point. Weekly, monthly scenarios are taking over under these lows. And to get oversold, get an inflection, you have to stop literally now. The current low that went in yesterday, that would have to be it. And didn't we say that before about the prior low? Hey, this has to be it. So it's kind of how much more fudging? Let's see what goes on. I mean, this is the retracement that became, as I said before, said to my folks, it's a retrenchment. Am I a little sore about it? Yeah, because I thought we'd do a longer dance up here. But pretty clear, the weekly there on NASDAQ is, that's the chart to be looking at. Those numbers are, 19K, 19,200 even, really. Those are critical numbers that you really don't want to see it close underneath there. Otherwise, we're not talking 18. We're talking like 17.8. That's the only possibility in that larger scenario. This stuff's not going to turn. Then the weekly patterns like that they're in a full type 1. Going to take time. More just what you guys want to hear, right? You want to hear about a boring market when it's supposed to be completely happening now that everything has changed or supposedly changed. I don't know. The weekly S&P, now again, looking for an inflection. HSI is trying to come out on the weekly, especially with amplified. So those are oversold, and that won't be official until Friday, but you're really psyched that that's happening. What's going on, chat? Great to see everybody. People showing up. I know I'm a little late today. Thank you. Abu, what's up? Tails, Sebastian, MC, incredible. Cameron, GGH, everyone else. Justin, what's up? Settling in, guys. Sorry, yeah, I had I might have some issues. I might have a problem. I might have a cryptocurrency problem. So and it's it's I don't know if anyone's got any experience with trapped money. DM me. I'd appreciate it. Like money you can't get off an exchange because the exchange is, I don't know. I mean, this is a big exchange, but gotta see. Anyway, it lets me buy and sell crypto as long as I leave it on their exchange, but I can't transfer it off. Kind of crazy. Let me know if anybody's had that issue. Listen, S&P today, the fact that we've turned around, we were down 40, 50. What was it? We were down at the open. No, pre-market. That's right. Pre-market was, that low is 55.33. We're now, which is, sorry, that's not pre-market. That's pre-market. Okay, down there. That was 5,600. Now 5,675. It is a type 1 shark. So listen, we're still in all this craziness. We still have rather ideal harmonic conditions. 5685 is a big level now today for the week. Where are we going to end up? Or are we in for a return like this? Anybody that has any thought on that, I'm going to ask you just to DM me. Just to DM me. Okay, let me hook up that as well. I'll put that in. Give me a second. I'm going to put that in the Discord. 1 second. Hold on. Oh, that's the problem. 1 second, everybody. Better. Okay, that's the problem with just having a sound issue. And yeah, there you go. Okay, I'm not even going to do that because I had to reboot. Let me come back around on that. So 5685 today. Right now, 5675 for S&P is a massive shark to 50. So got to really watch this. It's a big bar. It's a big candle. But if we don't continue through, then reaction over, and we're going to do the return move. I guess tomorrow's the big day. Liberation Day. You know what? I don't know what else. Really couldn't be any much more fun than what we've been through for the last 4 or 5 years. But who knows what tomorrow brings. I just want to keep it within this whole context that this oversold reaction started from yesterday, get a little bounce. We have to really be hyper focused on these ranges. We're probably gonna. This isn't the only test of these lows. is what I'm saying. We're not done down here, and we have to go to the weekly or monthly. I think monthly with the SPY is now the number one chart. Where Bitcoin for last several years, in my opinion, was the number one chart in the world. I think this S&P 500 chart, whether we go to target one at 482 or we go and just pause at this 561, because we're right there at the XA level, 561. That is within this kind of first breakdown. That is the critical number. All right, we closed at 559.39. Close enough. But we got to see what happens. That has to be a one-off, guys. There's really no other possibilities within this framework underneath this candle than 482. It's a full target one, type 1. I'm still not there yet because we have not violated this 50 line on amplified. We've seen that time and time again. We talked about that, why that's critical. This is still, believe it or not, reaction, but the follow through would come on a violation there. That's why April's got to be green. We get a red April of anything, that's probably going to mean this is going to want to continue the breakdown. I'm looking for it. I'm also looking on the weekly. You know, we've been waiting for, if it's S&P or QQQ, to get out of these zones. Like we're finally trying to do an inflection right here. There's the SPY on the weekly that maybe for now we're getting closer. It's not going to be straight down because the only option underneath here is 482. 561, 48, 482. It's a big gap. So that's just, I've been saying this. It's either or. Okay, and I've been of the whole opinion that since January, late January especially, that we needed a retracement, but now it's more of a retrenchment. And it's okay, so that's the other side, but how far? Are we gonna violate 561? We tried to last week. Nope, not yet. NASDAQ's up 135 right now. S&P up 20, which is a win. That's a win. The fact that it's up in green is a win. It's that critical. It's kind of like Ethereum right now at 1900. Every 5-minute green candle is a win for Ethereum until it doesn't. Great to see everybody piling in, guys. We were again running late today, so maybe a little bit of an abbreviated show. The other thing that we talked about pretty clearly, it has the just this massive pattern with the diamonds, just like the SPY. You go to the monthly here, got confirmation, but still not under the 50 level, and that's going to be the final straw. For me to say, okay, I really think we have to consider larger numbers, deeper retracements. It's going to have to be like that. And you go back again, really for something to get a breakaway. There's 2021. Okay, and we cracked the 50 level, and we weren't even halfway down of that retracement. And we did the pivot down, and then we had HSI, and I mean, we don't even have HSI. That's if we were going to be just use HSI as a bot, and just use it as a buy sell kind of a thing. Yellow dot. It's been pretty good, and it's a really simplified way in terms of you're looking for a bell whistle indicator. The dot is where, just ask yourself, where's the last dot? It's bearish. It's up there. Before that, bullish. This is monthly, bearish, bullish, bearish. I mean, and right now we're in that bearish retracement phase. I'd love to get this oversold. Get the diamonds oversold now. Get the markets to finish some deeper retracements. But if it's not this month, it's, then we're talking several more months of development before a larger move that a lot of people are talking about could really take shape, even if it's a 2021 retracement phase. I still say it's an opportunity. Yep. Just I said it yesterday to my group, and I'm gonna say it to you guys. It has been an uneventful year, if not outright disappointing, where especially exclusive crypto people have been crushed, and then stocks and other things basically giving up most of their gains since September. That's what's going on. I mean, let's jump around here for a second. Let me just go Ethereum really quick. And I'm talking about overall price action. If it's crypto, which has been, went pretty much lights out by mid-December on a lot of coins, anything else that was running by early January kind of faded away. And a lot of those meme coins and stuff got destroyed even before the end of the year. Here's Ethereum right back down with final dot, but not until this week. But it's just been, you go back to 2023 or beyond, you're same prices, and you're on the edge. It's been not the cycle. I think a lot of people, and even myself, where it's like, okay, if this is the cycle, we know 1025, but if these are going to continue and do another breakout, then Ethereum would go from 3,000 to 6 or 6,200, I think is what we said. But now we're 2,000. Underperformance. Definite underperformance of expectations. Massively. Like I thought we'd be well on our way at this point and then ride it out into the fall. Maybe not even that much, because I really was of the opinion that end of May, early June would probably be it. The whole thing would run its course. And you're all the way down here. The other thing is something like Solana, guys. Again, I know it's trying to, I don't know, it's trying to recover. It's having these little flash rallies. I don't have any confirmation here, and there's very little recovery. And I'm still, you're 127. It's trying to get above 135, but just can't. Just can't. And I'm thinking this thing really needs like 105 mechanically, if we're just going off of the weekly. If it's going to follow every other crypto that we've seen that has gone from massive weekly pattern to target 2, I'm just going to wait. Solana's, can't even think about it until it hits that at a minimum, and then we'll see what's up. It's really like that. Is the cycle over? I mean, people are starting to question, is it just over? Just see in 3 years, 4 years? I mean, I wouldn't want to wait like that, but got to look at Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's going to have to be, I don't know. I think Bitcoin's going to have to work for it more than people think. People like to speculate on Bitcoin a million. There's a lot of work. There's going to be a lot of 20, 30% corrections and a lot of 1618 advances to make that happen. Right now, we just have an HSI checking back. So we're oversold officially. That was as of Sunday night. And the beautiful thing is, on that weekly signal, we retested the bottom low already, and we went green. These are the early signals, guys. 81,538. That's a really big number. Call it like 81K. That, just put that in your mind. We should not see this thing under 81K again. If this is going to hold and we're going to get like 1-2 green weeks to follow, that would be the strongest scenario, and get a dot somewhere around 85. That would be the best thing to happen here. So even if it takes its time, a couple more weeks, that's as long as they're green. As long as they're green. Yeah, it'd be kind of something like this. It's kind of something like that. What happened all the way back here in June. So keep an eye on that. Bitcoin is at least it's printed some patterns, which gives us a lot of information to go on going forward. We have the crab pattern right there, and we were talking futures. I know that chart's got it. Here you go. Where's my, 1 second. Well, we know about that crab pattern, but where's the, 1 second, guys. The Bitcoin chart, futures chart. It was March. That's what it was. It was the March futures Bitcoin chart. It's also on market cap, total market cap, and the bigger deal here, there you go, is we actually just putting in a massive bullish daily HSI arrow. So, okay, maybe this is a situation where Bitcoin's going to take longer, but really important that we got that. Like this, the fact that this has developed in the last 3 days, absolutely massive. And we're going to take it till 7 o'clock tonight, 8 o'clock tonight, but we're definitely going to get that inflection. So this is one of those irregular turnarounds, not the prettiest. We've seen these kind of, sometimes they get elongated and they don't act in a ideal capacity. This would be another one. So again, that's Bitcoin market cap. That equates to basically where we are right now at 84, 85K. Still trying to get up to target one. There you go. Binance feeds got the same one with the crab. We were so close to target one and we rolled back over. I thought we might come all the way back to 76. And we still might. And just spend a lot more time down here. That's, to me, that's kind of what it's saying, is that, price, yeah, the pattern's really nice to go off of, but it's acting like this. It's just saying, hey, I'm going to spend a lot of time down here. I'm not headed back to 100K anytime soon. I need to kind of bang around this 80K mark for a little while. Patterns are all at 76.5. I mean, technically, we are in a type 1 already. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we've come a long way up and down to be back at these levels. And they're, you're back testing prior all-time highs. Don't forget that. Prior all-time highs like is 75. It's like this, You did your breakout move, okay, and you came all the way back to kind of tap these prior highs. Pretty common trend stuff. Come up, bust through. Okay, back down, back, retest the top end here, and then continue it. But it's not what people want to hear, but we're at levels for sure. I just think it's going to take a lot more time, and we're even with this secondary confirmation. That's a great sign, but it's going to take, with that, you kind of almost reset the count. We were looking at April 9th as a pretty important day, and we could almost reset that. I mean, here, go there. April 11th, April 9th, yeah. So 89, maybe 91. Some things we should consider. Yeah. But stuff like Ethereum, I think that's going to show us what's up. I really think Ethereum is going to show us um, what's at stake long before the rest of these do. A couple others, really quick, like pretty clear on Solana, and I want to solidify those stances, so we don't, something like Solana. Sure, it's great, whatever. I'm here to just deliver harmonic pattern levels that I think, we can rely on. We use other strategies to pinpoint stuff, but you guys here are for price levels, up, down, levels, and that's what I love to do with the markets. And so for now, 76 to 89, pretty concrete with Bitcoin, maybe 91 on the top side. That would still be the upside target. The only thing that I'm curious about, and just to show you guys, kind of geeking out on harmonic pattern dynamics here, where to go? We do have a 1-2. Which one was it? 1 second. Futures. I have to come back to that. That's the Bybit futures contract. Some of these are relatively new trading, but I find them interesting. Of course, we have to look at 10 different data feeds to get a consensus on crypto. So, got to wait and see. But you have a lot of things here. I mean, look, software on this futures contract, that's the June contract, is actually a T2. And it does have confirmation. And then today we have a secondary reading that's not official until tonight. But I think that's big stuff after not doing much. What's up, Lino? Great. What's LCX doing? I don't know. I will look at this, and while I put that up, first person to type in HPC 30, you guys will get a 30-day package to the gold membership. Please, if you've won previously, let others type it in to get a chance, and I'll send you a copy of that recording. What you should do when you get that recording, guys, is download it. Okay? Click the download link, because I won't keep that link up forever. GGH, you win. And GGH, you're going to have to hit me up on the Discord. Right there. Everyone else, if you have any questions, or anyone else can help me out with with a crypto question, DM me, please. I'll give you all my access keys. Scammers not invited. LCX is something where, do we have a pattern? No. Do we have even confirmation? No, we have nothing. We have nothing on the daily, no confirmation. And what did we do the last cycle? We made a double top. So, but really no reason. And you can apply this to so many. Just not a reason here to go into anything. And again, we're back to that 90%. And I would even say this, like, for a lot of these crypto, 90+% of crypto, the next time your crypto does that, just sell. Just sell. And the easiest thing is, if you can trace out like some kind of major 1618, 886, I think with a lot of this scrub crypto, I just don't know anymore, because people are getting caught. That was a 2618. Hey, there's a 1618 right there. You get to a 1618, bang, you're good. If you were down here at 5 cents, no matter what, and you got back to 20 or whatever, yeah. Yeah, I can give it to him. Sure. To Omfa Chivase. Sure. All right, Omfa, you got to send me. I'll tag you here. Although you might have won before as well, but he won before. So that's all I ask. If you guys won before, don't respond again. Awesome. Yeah, that's the whole point, is get everybody a shot. Like 1 30-day shot, see what we do. Access to the software, and that's enough time. A couple others that I wanted to highlight that are, I talked about them last time, and it's TV. Oh, let me just type it in. It came back and retested. That's Stellar Lumens, and I told you I went in on a chunk, and we're back here. Check this out, daily type 2. There it is now with another HSI secondary. So that came back right into the zone at 26.76. That's supposed to be a type 2. That's why I'm drawing that arrow up there, but it's not. I'm really suspect of this. We need to see that thing really climb and get above. And just not happening. So give it today. At least we will print HSI arrow. The inflection's in. So I mean, that's a first step. That's the first time since February. And February went from 24 to 35. But that's the first. Today's day 1. Today's not even day 1. Today's day 0. So if you're asking yourself on crypto, if you don't have a pattern, I mean, just move on. And even if you have a pattern, we need to see some real concrete turnaround behavior. Assuming that you're on a bullish pattern, bearish pattern, you're taking profits. I'll show you the only crypto that's really done anything remarkable is the PAX-G. There you go. I mean, of course, that follows gold. But that's what's going on. I mean, that's amazing. Let me bump around here because, listen, gold, guys, 3,200 almost. Gold's going to make this run, I think, that's going to blow people's minds. Just blow people's minds. Yep. Yeah, well, we have that new confirmation. That's the thing. That's what's going on. So, one second, guys. Well, we got to watch with all of these HSIs popping up. We got to see what leads to tomorrow. Are we going to check back? I mean, literally today's day 0 on this stuff that has anything. Okay, anything that has anything on it. Don't know. I think gold 4K, not 4,500, but 41 is where, and we bypass this all through. I mean, the larger chart is getting, as I've been saying for years, last 2 or 3 years, something is up in a major way. And the 2618 advance, which is what this will become, is like 4K, 3900. I mean, it's fascinating stuff. And then the 314. My point is that we've been talking about gold going extreme. You know, going from 1618 natural all-time retest to becoming something much more. And that's really what's happening. Cardano? Yeah, I'll get to that in a second. I mean, something's up with gold right here. I mean, it really is. I'm just, you know, I think that they're higher targets here. I'm not looking at gold as anything other than continuation, more of the same, in the same way it was from 2,500. Cardano, yeah, I'll fly around a little bit today. Someone wants to ask about Cardano, and I think it's more a sign of markets in general. I mean, gold is doing extraordinary things, and a lot of other markets are not doing much. Cardano is still the shark. I think depending on your data feed. Depending on the data feed. 62 cents. I'm still waiting for that 55 number, guys. Yeah. The rest of it's going to have to be like till Bitcoin can resolve this HSI and, you know, even do things. Like even if it goes to Bitcoin goes to 91K. It still has a lot of work to do. I mean, a lot of work to do. Yeah, and of course tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow is like a news event, so maybe they do the opposite of what the news is suggesting. I don't know, but that seems to be what's going on. NASDAQ right now, guys, is just fighting at plus 100. Meanwhile, S&P's plus 10. That's really not a lot. And again, if you were looking for a major flush turnaround, yesterday has to be it. But part of that is that you have to continue. And if you're not going to continue, you know, there it is. Big bat pattern with all the rest of those that's set up. Meanwhile, other things like Amazon just drifting lower to before they don't want to come out of this weekly hole. But I do think you're down here somewhere looking for that to confirm. Maybe it's 183 before it confirms. There's weekly Amazon. But the whole notion of trying to buy a stock like this on a retracement, okay, is exactly what it's all about. But I'm in on a chunk. I'm mega early. I'm not that early, but I'm early. This was more of a swing play, and I'm looking for target one, 219 as high as 231 for the return move. Yeah. I'll take a couple more. Yeah, PAL AI. I think all of the crypto's not going to be able to do anything until Bitcoin can do more. I mean, I'm just look at PAL AI. And this is again, you get back to any crypto. Does it have a pattern? Yes, but what's the last confirmation? It's bearish right at 12 cents after being 45. I mean, there was the 1-2, type 1, type 2. Now you have a type 1 daily that doesn't want to get out of the zone here. PAL AI. If I had a bullish dot, maybe that's the difference, like XLM versus something like this. I would say monitor it. Just monitor it. And I mean, come back and ask me in a week or two. And stuff like this, unless it's ideal, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna move like Cardano at 65, when really the Type 2 is like 55. I'll let it go. I'll wait for that. And XLM is probably the closest thing to having an ideal setup, maybe second to render. I mean, this is pretty sick. Couple of patterns, daily, weekly, and just runs right into a counter HSI. 293. So I don't, it's not, these are not responding the right way to where you would want to see that. You can expect that to do anything. Like there to there. Don't know. SUI, what's up, Spoon? Yeah, SUI is the same thing too. And people were loving on that. It's got a big pattern, but it's a counter HSI. I just think it's going to spend more time at 2 or lower. Haven't produced one overbought, oversold signal yet. Here at 205. That stuff's vulnerable. I would just, gonna have to just let it go. And a lot of people are still barking out situations. I mean, XLM, I told you guys, I think it's got so many things here with patterns. It's a butterfly, your big retracement, couple of confirmation signals. But I have a reduced confidence in it. Definitely. Yeah, a lot of those do have it. They do. I'm just, it's kind of boring, guys. It is definitely boring at the moment, and that's we're just gonna have to deal with this. Rest of the markets, again, we'll have to prove it. Got to prove it. Yeah, yeah. So listen, I got to roll out early today, but we'll be back on Thursday with a full show. Okay. You guys have any questions? Reach over to me on the Discord, and again, bring it back on Thursday. Yep. All right. Thanks. Yeah, I'll be back Thursday at the same time. You have any questions, hit the subscribe, like, whatever, and contact me, DM me on Discord. Thanks, everybody. Yep. Go get them.